News Services Division of All India Radio presents Northeast Diary.
Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary. Here we bring you the latest developments from India's unexplored Northeast region. Today we bring you an interview with Mrs. Runram Sanghi, an eminent personality in the domain of art and culture of Mizoram, who has been conferred the coveted Padma Shri Award this year. Mizoram has joined the national drive of Prime Minister's TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan and has achieved remarkable success in the drive. Many citizens of the state have also come forward and supported the patients suffering from tuberculosis by providing them nutrition. Notably, such donors are called Nikshay Mitra under the TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. Here is a detailed report from a correspondent from Aizawl.
Mizoram has registered gradual improvements towards eradication of tuberculosis. The improvements are seen in terms of success rate of treatment and other related indicators. As per the official figures, the total number of TB cases is now standing at over 2,000 and the success rate presently stands at 87% as of 2022 figures. Also, tuberculosis claimed the lives of 74 persons in the state last year. At this backdrop, the PM TB Mukt Abhiyan, which was launched by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, in September last year, has brought a new ray of light for eradication of tuberculosis from the country. The PM TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan is envisioned to bring together all community stakeholders to support TB treatment. Under the Abhiyan also came the call for volunteerism of the citizens, who as Nikshay Mitra would donate nutritional support for the patients. Hopefully, in the last few months, following the launching of the Abhiyan, 72 donors registered themselves as Nikshay Mitra. They have been donating 650 rupees per month to the National TB program of the state for providing nutrition food. According to state officials, many people have joined as donors. The Governor, Hari Babu Kambhampati, has also registered as a donor and he is supporting 20 TB patients every month. State Health Minister Dr. R. Lalthangliana is also paying for the cost of food basket for 10 patients. In the list of donors, there are many officials and common citizens. Recently, the Health Department has felicitated all Nikshay Mitras. Gracing the program, Governor Kambhampati thanked the Health Minister, elected representatives and individual donors for their generosity in their nutritional support to TB patients. He also said it is needed to increase efforts to make the state become the TB-free state by the targeted time. Governor suggested that if the state can achieve this milestone, it would be an important step to create a positive image of the state. He also said that under the leadership of the Prime Minister, India is committed to eradicate TB by 2024. For Northeast Diary, this is Irene from Aizawl.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday at 5:30 p.m., brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Don't forget to tune in.
Sikkim took a major leap in the field of traditional medicine system recently with the foundation stone laying of the state's first ever 30-bedded Sowa Rigpa Hospital at the Namgyal Institute of Tibetology in Devrali, Gangtok. Sowa Rigpa, commonly known as the Amchi system of Tibetan medicine, is one of the oldest living and well-documented medical traditions of the world. It is predominantly practiced in the Himalayan region, including Sikkim. A report.
Sikkim Governor and President of the Namgyal Institute of Tibetology Board, Lakshman Prasad Acharya, laid the foundation stone for the Sowa Rigpa Hospital in Gangtok in the presence of Minister Sonam Lama. The governor appreciated the Sowa Rigpa traditional system of medicine and the knowledge reservoir of the ancient arts of healing. Referring to Nalanda University, He spoke about the importance of retaining and preserving ancient art, philosophy, languages and culture. Mr. Acharya noted the Namgyal Institute of Tibetology's role in preserving traditional art and culture in Sikkim. Minister Sonam Lama conveyed a message from Sikkim Chief Minister P.S. Tamang, who has supported development of the hospital project. Students graduating from Sowa Rigpa College, which is already operational at the Namgyal Institute of Tibetology in Gangtok, will be able to practice at the Sowa Rigpa Hospital once completed. The hospital will comply with guidelines of the National Ayush Mission and will also offer space for yoga, physiotherapy, panchakarma therapy, naturopathy and an operation theatre. With Saikat Sarkar, this is Tashyang Mobutia for AIR News Sikkim.
The 3-day Shad Suk Minsiam festival concludes on Monday with an impressive display of enthusiasm by the Khasi men and women who participated in the Thanksgiving dance.
The Thanksgiving dance, we give thanks to God Almighty for all the blessings that He has showered us in the years gone by. And we also take His blessings, invoke His blessings to give us good year.
This year marked the 112th edition of the festival, which witnessed the participation of a total of 1,451 dancers, including 724 female and 727 male. A report.
The Sangha Sikkim is laying emphasis to ensure that young people are taught about the traditional religious belief and culture. The objective of this festival was to bring together the Khasi folks from the four corners of the Khasi and Jain Hills in one gathering once a year to enjoy togetherness. This is Lamphang Nangsung for Northeast Diary from AIR News Shillong.
Nagaland is a land of many festivals which is celebrated all round the year. These festivals represent all the ethnic groups of Nagaland, for which it is also called the Festival of Festivals. This evening we give you an insight of one of the major festivals celebrated in Nagaland, the Auliyang Festival, the spring festival of the Konyak Naga tribes. Let's hear more from a correspondent.
Auland is the main festival of the Konyak tribes of Nagaland. It is celebrated in the first week of April every year. It is observed from the time of sowing seeds in new fields. Auland celebrations also marks the end of the current year and welcoming the beginning of the new year with the spring seasons. It is the time to pray for a bountiful harvest of crops in the current year. Auland is spread for 6 days from 1st to 6th of April. It is celebrated with much pomp and fervor. Each day of the festival has its own significance, customs, rituals and merrymaking. It is a festival of sharing and forging ahead with new vigor into the coming year.
Welcoming the spring season, and especially we celebrate this Auland festival seeking blessings for our good health and a bountiful harvest. And it is actually a pre-harvest festival.
These festivals also showcase the rich cultural heritage with indigenous dance, songs and games combined with the modern music talents of the Konyak tribes. For Northeast Diary, this is Asunyo from AIR News, Kohima.
Today in this episode of Northeast Diary, we bring you an interview with Mrs. Runram Sanghi, an eminent personality in the domain of art and culture of Mizoram. She has been conferred the coveted Padma Shri Award this year. For the last 3 decades, Mrs. Runram Sanghi has been working with the folk and tribal music of Mizos for a cause of propagation, for preservation and conservation of Mizo heritage of music. Mrs. Runram Sangi is now here with us. Talking to her is Vanlal Ruata.
Mrs. Runram Sangi is an eminent personality in the domain of art and culture of Mizoram. She is a very popular and well-known personality since she has been young from many years before she conferred the coveted Padma Shri Award this year. The 59-year-old singer had taken up singing and dancing as her hobby at an early age, but gradually her interest in music grew and people started taking a note of her talent. At her young age, she would sing Mizo songs at church events and wedding ceremonies. Gradually, people would appreciate her performance and that gave her confidence to pursue music as a profession. Since last 3 decades, Mrs. Runram Sang has been promoting the folk and tribal music of Mizos for a cause of propagation, for preservation and conservation of Mizo heritage of music. Mrs. Runram Sang is now here with us. Welcome, Madam, to All India Radio.
Thank you.
It is an honor to meet you, Madam. You have been working for popularizing Mizo folk music and songs for a long time now. And for this gigantic task you have done, you have also been receiving several awards. How do you feel to receive the Padma Shri Award?
Thanks so much for the interview. I am really happy that I am selected to receive the Padma Shri Award this year, and I feel I don't deserve this great award. Anyway, thank you.
Before the Padma Shri Award, which other recognitions have you received?
Before the Padma Shri Award, which other recognition had? To mention a few, I have been awarded Best Female Artist and Sangeet Natak Academy National Award and many more.
At what age had you started practicing music and from when have you devoted to folk songs?
I started singing before public when I was only 5 years old. I continue singing every year till today. I sing devotional song also while I am mainly concentrating on folk songs.
Did you take any formal training from anyone in Mizo folk music?
Actually, I enrolled myself as a trainee under Institute of Music and Fine Arts, Government of Mizoram. This is perhaps the only formal training I underwent during my singing career. Soon after I passed the training course, I am appointed an instructress under the same institute where I am working till now.
We came to know that your family shifted to Aizawl from your village, Keitum, in Serchhip district. That time you were 20 years old and just thereafter your singing journey had come into the limelight. In that period, you were registered as a B-grade artist in All India Radio. Can you please tell us about that period of your engagement and your performance in All India Radio?
Since my childhood, my singing career has begun. I have been known as singer in my surrounding villages, that is Serchhip district. In 1986, I had moved to Bongkon, Aizawl from my village, Keitum. At church services and youth program like KTP, Christian Youth Fellowship, I was involved as possible as I can. Then I have always performed singing as solo. During the same year, Government of India and Mizo National Front signed peace agreement. Therefore, the Government of Mizoram organized his celebration at AR Ground. Thousands of people gathered then. I was invited to sing a song. I believe that my performance satisfied the audience, and from that incident, the Aizawl peoples began to know me as singer. In the month of August 1986, I had voice audition at All India Radio. Then I was selected for All India Radio Artist B grade. When 1992, I was upgraded to B high grade artist. I have recorded around 50 to 60 numbers of songs, including traditional songs, gospel, patriotic songs and folk songs. My music genre are of traditional style, country and pop style. The number of songs I had recorded at All India Radio were gospel songs around 20, patriotic songs 15, traditional including folk songs 20. Besides, I have composed more than 10 songs These songs were included in my recorded at All India Radio and my cassette album. Till today, many people have listened these records.
How often do you sing these days? Are you staging performance programs till date?
By God's grace, I am still continuing singing every year in several occasions in different places inside and outside Mizoram. I appeared on stage at Chapchakut celebrations every year, except the year when I got married. Fortunately, this year I was also included to perform on stage at the Chapchakut celebration on 3rd March 2023, during the presence of all the G20 delegates coming from outside India.
This is said and recognized that you have transformed Mizo folk songs, that in fact has given a new lease of life to all folk songs. Do you agree?
I don't know where I brought transformation or not in the Mizo folk songs during my singing career. Mizo folk songs are valuable. We need to preserve, propagate and develop them. I tried my level best to accomplish this project.
Which would you consider your path-breaking song?
One of many songs, German Ralun Zai is my path-breaking song.
In fact, madam, we want to know about your ideal or passion behind your working for revival of Mizo folk songs. So, how much success have you gained in doing so? Will you go further for completion of your dream? What are your ongoing works and future plans?
I don't have any separate dream or idea to accomplish other than my usual program and responsibilities to teach and to perform on Mizo folk songs and folk performing arts. It is good that every Mizo youth should be aware of the beauty of folk songs and folk dances. I am trying to my best to fulfill these programs.
So nice of you, ma'am. We came to know many unknown facts of your work and passion. Wish you all the best for your future plans. Thank you, madam.
I also thank you very much for your kindness and support to me. Thank you all.
For Northeast Diary, this is Vanal Rota from Aizawl.
You were just listening to an interview with Miss Runram Sanghi, who has been conferred the coveted Padma Shri Award this year. Talking to her was Vanlal Ruata. Assam Chief Minister Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma informed the media that the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi will be attending the Bihu function, which is scheduled to be held in Guwahati on April 14, 2023.
To witness a historical moment on 14th of April, more than 11,000 boys and girls will participate in a Bihu, which will be witnessed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with others. Prime Minister presence will boost the morale of Assamese people because we consider Bihu as our lifeline. So I am thanking Prime Minister for his gracious presence. He is coming, and I am also thanking people of Assam for their huge cooperation.
The Galo tribe of Arunachal Pradesh celebrated its Mopin festival last week with great fanfare and enthusiasm. A report.
Mopin, or the Mopin festival, is an agricultural festival celebrated by the Galo tribes of Arunachal Pradesh. It is a celebration of the harvesting season held in the Galo months of Lumi and Luki, corresponding to March and April, and the new year of the Galo tribe. The Galo tribe follows an animist religion called Donyi Polo. Officially, the date of Mopin festival is fixed on April 5, but the commencement of the preparations for celebration starts from 2nd of April, and thus, after the main event, it concludes on 7th or 8th April after the visiting of paddy fields, which is known as Riga Alo. In villages, the celebration starts a month prior. The Mopin festival is believed to bring wealth and prosperity to all households and to the whole community. The rituals associated with celebrating the Mopin festival drive away evil shadows and bring blessings, peace and prosperity for all mankind. The main goddess worshipped during the festival is called Mopin Ane, that is Mother Mopin. She is believed to bring fertility and prosperity. Galo people dress up in their finest white traditional clothing for the festival. A local drink called apong, an alcoholic beverage popular in the state prepared by fermentation of rice, is generally distributed among the participants in a bamboo cup, and a variety of meals are served made of rice, which is known as aman, which contains meat and bamboo shoot. Revelers apply a rice flour to fellow revelers' faces. Galo people smear white paste of rice flour on each other's face and wishes happy Mopin to each other. Since rice is the main staple food of the Galo people, this is considered a holy ritual that symbolizes social unity, purity and love. Participants perform a local traditional dance called Popur at the event. The main focal point of the Mopin celebration is the sacrifice of the Mithun, a bovine creature that is only found in northeast India and Burma. After the sacrifice, the blood of the Mithun is taken back to the homes and villages as a blessing. For Doris Diary, this is Rakesh Tole, Air News, Itanagar.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Clean India Mission is a countrywide campaign initiated by the Government of India in 2014. It aims to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management. In this country, many states have taken up this initiative seriously and the public joined the campaign. Today, let us hear how Manipur is implementing this mission from our Imphal correspondent, J.J. Thokcham.
In Manipur, a voluntary organization is taking all the risks at any cost to make their city the clean town. Today, we are talking about More, a small border town located on the India-Myanmar border in Tengnoupal district of Manipur, where a voluntary organization named Workers and Traders Association More, WATAM, started undertaking waste management since August 2015 without any financial assistance from the government or any other local authority. The association runs through donations and support from nearby shops and hotels. This organization sweeps and cleans every nook and corner of More town with a group of only 28 volunteers. Speaking to Northeast Diary, the General Secretary of WATAM, Thongnongjam Sekhrajit, said that WATAM has gained interest from the people of More for their voluntary cleanliness drive that is conducted every day from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. He also said that the initiative has started with a single tractor issued by then Mahut Minister of Manipur, Sri Shyam Kumar. He said,
My name is Thongnongjam Sekhrajit. I am the Secretary of WATAM, Workers and Traders Association More. We faced many challenges when we started our work. There was no one looking after the garbage. Since we had no proper vehicle to dispose of the garbage, we had to improvise using a thela or gunny bags. Taking this opportunity, I would like to appeal to the Honorable Chief Minister and local MLA Letpao Haokip to develop a proper dumping site equipped with modern facilities. Also, since we are using a tractor to collect garbage, we are facing problems while entering a small lanes. So we are in need of a small and proper vehicle for the job. Lastly, WATAM would like to show our gratitude to MLA Lepao Haokip for distributing dustbins.
Cleanliness is a step towards our development. Let's take a pledge to clean our country and make India a clean and a disease-free country. We should encourage people to stay clean and help in cleaning because a small step can make a big change. J.J. Thokcham, AIR News, Northeast Diary, Imphal.
And now we bring to you a lovely Kamlesh Mudgal. It was brought to you by the News Services Division of All India Radio.